Hello again, Thorn up here, and it's another little Minecraft playthrough thing, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, the farm's getting a little update. This would be the Buildcraft, the bear the wool stuff going on out here. And see, my wools are now on glass, because I need a way to collect the dung to one spot. And that's how it works. Been a few bin changes too, so I'll show you that in a sec. The saw's back over here, because I need corners for hoppers. And I already made a couple of them. One I put over here in my wolf temporary wolf pen, just so I don't lose any, because dung is very valuable at the moment. And I will have to find out some way in the future to breed them or get more wolves, because 4 wolves just isn't quite enough. I've gone through all the leather and that. So s2ep's doing well. We'll upgrade this shortly. So over here, before we get going further, lots of changes. I decided to go with the stone brick and with the wood accent, and I think the build's going to look pretty decent. This here is just me testing things out to see how the space between the buildings are going to look. And if you notice that one piece of redstone, that's a workaround so I can turn off the mill right here. And it's because, well, on my test world, this entire area is nothing but particle effects when I don't have it on. So up here you can see other minor changes. I've narrowed this to just the one spot. I needed room for this switch. This switch is pretty much, there's a sticky piston down here, which lets the water down through and turns the entire system on. And when I shut it off, the water stops flowing. This is because the sound of running water tends to drive me mad. Not crazy, but just, yeah. And over here, where water ends up, there is 2 wooden blocks. These are, like I say, placeholders. I got lots of wood. I'll conveniently make use of it. So, this here's the mill house and the saw house, and the other side will be the pottery, probably over here, and the kiln, and the stew pot, and the crucible over there. This is what we're working on. And messing around a bit, I decided I need a basement, because what's good is this space if you can't access any of this. And as you can see, it makes it pretty easy to see where the power comes in. And there's the right there's where that one switch is with the redstone on, and this heads to this block, and there's redstone on that block to control here. Because for whatever reason, a repeater does not power that block unless there's redstone on it. Yeah, nice design choices there, really. So on up here, here's the workaround, because I need a little more space for a chest that will go there eventually. So as you can see, I had to move this line back, and that actually extends 1 block beyond the edge of the house, but I'm not worried about it. This space back here is for some other things I'm working on. And there's the 2 spots for the chest. But this will be the formal basement, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to finish it, but yeah, a nice little access place for it. The only downside is that it actually cuts into the cave down below it. There are parts of that first cave that are only about 2 blocks below the soil. I actually had to put under here. See, it extends under here and underneath my structures, and that's proven to be a little annoying, but we'll live with that. But enough of the formal stuff. We're going to jump to the lab and let's get building. Oh, yeah. So I've grabbed a few things while I was away, namely this leather suit, which doesn't look that great, and I've enchanted the bow. I think it's a pretty good enchant. Yeah. Got rid of my other bows, and yeah, we'll see from there. Just gonna zoom it up. Okay. Things we need. We have our water wheel, and we have 1 hopper. We're gonna need another hopper. And other things we need, we got a few ingredients here to mess about with. And that. But I might amp this up a bit. Mainly because if we look at our item list, and we look, but halfway down we see these little things. And this would be Buildcraft. Yes, I managed to get Buildcraft installed and functioning with this. So I'm set. I got a few things I can mess about with. I mean, spouts, I got a refinery. No oil nearby, sadly. I may have to wander a bit to find that and bring it back bucket by bucket, but I'm not really interested in doing any oil stuff anyways, so it's all good. Should have probably got this up and running before I did my little wander over to that swamp for clay. There might have been oil over there, but yeah, I can live with it. But what we need is some more things here. So our hopper, as you can see here, gears, siding, and corners. I use a stone corner here, but I use a wood one, so it work just as well, as I discovered quite recently. So we're going to need some, first off, we're going to need a couple pressure plates. And I want to make a bunch of hoppers, because I can probably find uses for all of them. We're going here, and I made a bunch of gears on the sawmill, which is honestly the fastest and the easiest way. And we're going to use siding now, because we have access to siding. And there's our corners. So we're going to whip up a bunch of these here. Let's see. Siding, corners. Let's pop those bad boys in there, and boom. Bunch of them. But of course, we're not done yet, because we want to build a couple other things that we need while we're at it. So what other else do we need? Well, I'm thinking of doing some rendering, mainly because I want explosives. And, you know, now I'm going to have to do some crucibles first. I get a crucible going, and then make a few other things, but I don't know, I might make a bellows. So let's see if we can find the bellows recipe in here. Let's see, hoppers, gearboxes, turntables. Well, there's the bellows. Okay, bellows, gears, belts, tan leather, siding. Ooh, and a wood engine. Yeah, another little crossover item from Buildcraft, but we'll make this first. So, pretty much remember the recipe. So, what else do we need? We need leather and gears. So we have leather, we have belts, we have enough for 4 bellows. Why not make a stack of them? We'll probably have a use for them anyways, so let's get building. And siding. Bellows. 4 bellows. Boom. And still lots of ingredients for other things later. Okay. I don't really like how it sorts it, but we can trick it. So for now, we need 2 hoppers. Place the other spare ones there, and put our bellows in there too. So we have our hoppers, we have our water wheel, we need a piece of soul sand. Where is our soul sand? Let's put a couple stack of those while we're at it too. Ooh. It was a good fish, but it's not really sitting that well. Where did our soul sand go? Tell me I don't have any on this side. Means a quick trip over to our nether side to grab a single block of soul sand. I don't know why I don't have any over here, but yeah, maybe I didn't think I needed it over here. I haven't been over here in a while. A couple episodes. Not much has changed. Like I say, the tunnels are done. I put the wood indicators in, and yeah, I have taken a peek in a copy of the world just to see where it popped out. I'm not worried about it. I'm not planning on going anywhere there yet. But you can see I got a ton of netherrack, so making use of it should be pretty easy. Although, to tell you the truth, I shouldn't be grinding netherrack until I get my soul jars going. So for now, just a piece of soul sand, which I know I have some somewhere. There we go. Pigmen. You're so annoying. And you can see Entity's radar going crazy, but I find it terribly useful now. I do have some things turned off. I don't want to care if Steve slimes or creatures I don't care about. But it is a good idea for when I'm out at night for getting a rough idea where something is. It doesn't tell me what it is, but yeah. When you're out hunting spiders or whatnot, that's how it goes. I'm not hunting creepers anymore. I got 2.5 stacks of gunpowder, so I'm not really keen on those anymore. But spider eyes, I tell you, making those potions for my blaze farm. Ugh, annoying. I'm almost out of spider eyes again. I have to go down to one of those spider spawners and just make a grinder out of it or something. Speaking of grinders, and sometime in the near future, I'm going to have to do the same to that zombie spawner. Just don't have enough space for it. I'm actually running out of rotten flesh. And when you're feeding up 4 wolves, you go through it a lot. So let's see, we got this, we got this, we need... I think the rest of the stuff's out there. We're going to make it day, and we'll make it back down to our little situation there, and... actually, I'm going to try out the bow. We got something off to the side of my walkway. Let's see what it is. Oh, hello. Oh, he's underneath. Anyways, let's go make it day, and we'll get back to building. Yeah. Nothing seems to be about, so let's keep going. These walls are already too high because I didn't want creatures attacking, so... First up, water wheel. And... oh, I've had one in here too as well. Serves me right for not double checking. So, first up, we're going to power this bad boy up by adding our water wheel. And that looks keen. I must throw the other one down while I'm at it too. If I can get them to time together. Just don't want to leave it unpowered for the moment. For here, we're going to have to rework this entire side yet to figure out where everything's going to go. Until then, can't step on it. That's pretty sweet, actually. I can live with that. So, now we have our water wheel. We're going to test out our circuit. Looks like it all functions as expected. Power running to all the locations. Okay. And yeah, there's smoke in the window, but I'll live with that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our hoppers. And these bad boys are just going to collect our stuff. If I can select the right thing. Now, I select the back one, put a soul sand filter in, which means the only thing that will go through there is if I'm grinding up the one netherrack and that, the souls will pass through there, but that's it. And everything else will just harmlessly pass over into this hopper. So let's crank this bad boy up and give it a quick test. And we'll turn on the mill. Oh, did I break something? I must have broke something. No? Power goes in, power goes in. To tell you, this block here is actually affecting it. I wonder. Or it's a bug. Could be a bug. The mechanical is set up, but the redstone is a bit finicky. Let's get our chest set up while we're waiting. There we go. I always have these little issues, you know, when testing things out. So when the mechanical's set up, anything landing in this hopper, which right now we've got this, will land in the chest instead, making it convenient to access. And you know what? I might get rid of that back chest for now. Yeah, because we can access this one from the other side. That makes sense. We are going to do something with that later, but for now, we'll do that. Let's try to get their circuit running again. As always issues when dealing with little things like this. Clean stone. There we go. I'm devastatingly low on rotten flesh. My poor wolves. I can access both of them quite easily from here. Oh. But when we apply a little power, like so, it all lands in the chest, which is what we're after anyways. Yeah. Power for a sec anyways, and so I want this thing facing this way. I know. Little OCD. And let's hear that pop, pop, pop again. Boom. But we want to be able to shut this down, so the mill's not always running. So let's see if we can get it functioning the way it was before, because I know that was functioning well before. Tried this in a couple different configurations and to get it facing the right way. It sounds like it stopped. Okay, so there, it's configurable. And we shut the entire system down when we're not messing about. And this hopper is empty because it dumps all its wares down below. And we're all set. Yeah. Not too bad. So we've achieved one of our first goals. We have an automated system where I can just dump a couple stacks in. It's going to end up in this nice little chest, and it's all cool. I mean, technically I didn't even need this, but the chest allows us to do other things with it. So, to that end, successful. And this little backspace here will be used eventually. I have a plan, and that's why I have Buildcraft installed, to basically output to another chest here. Where did I put the chest? Did I put the chest in the chest? To any event. So this will be a processing area, and then there'll be something here yet. But I haven't quite decided exactly how to do this. I might actually run it all the way around and have chest storage down here rather than up there. But we'll see. Until then, this is one little quick thing. Our mill is up and running, and next time we're probably going to get this side working, which is going to be a whole other kettle. But for now, I'm just going to crank this bad boy on. Let this grind away, and yeah, call it a day. This has been Thorn s2ep. Have a nice Minecraft nighter day, and well, I guess I ruined that one. Well, we'll see you.